think they're finally used to it in our place.
Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Thank you very much. You scared the crap out of me.
All right, day 3, our final full day in Virginia City. We're at the other edge of town where we have not explored yet. We're looking for a Gold Hill Cemetery that's supposed to be over here that's not on the map that we were told about by a local that's supposed to be pretty awesome. So we're on our way to try and find it, and we are treated with this view on the other end of town. Such an interesting town. I honestly can't get enough of it. Still not so sure that I'd want to live here, just because of, you know, all the touristy stuff and how packed it's going to get, but I mean, it sure is pretty. All the people are really nice. Look at that. Pretty amazing. All right, off we go. All right, so we found the Gold Hill Cemetery. No signs, no markings, no nothing. If you don't know that it's here, there's no way in hell that you'd find it.
No.
You have to take a winding dirt road on the other edge of town, just past the Gold Hill Hotel. And then it does a switchback on that dirt road and takes you back behind the town, which is over there. And you've got this black gate that goes all the way around it. But we're basically at the top of the hill here, and it's in the middle of nowhere. There's like no way anybody would know where this is. Unless you're told by a native, which we just happened to be told when we were hanging out in the saloon the other night. Which is the only way we found this place.
Older than crud.
But, yeah, this thing is older than dirt. Most of the people that died here died in the 1860s or 1870s. So it's kind of in disrepair and falling apart. But a pretty darn cool old school cemetery with an amazing view. I'll just do a quick 360 here. This is called Gold Hill Cemetery. Not even sure you'd be able to find it on Google Maps. Pretty awesome. We're going to do a little bit of exploring and probably take a few pictures and move on to the next spot. Okay, so I'm not big on grave robbing or anything like that, but
this isn't grave robbing.
Shannon's basically stumbled upon a gold mine in this cemetery. I mean, there are just precious stones. Look at this.
And this is not graves. This is just in the ground. It's
quartz.
everywhere.
Then you say it's quartz?
Yeah, this is quartz.
Just lying here on the ground.
Yeah, it's not near a
And
grave.
she just found a piece of jasper.
Yep.
Fluorite. Yeah, and it's all just lying around up here.
Not fluorite, amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah. And it's just in the ground. And this isn't near one of the graves or anything. It's not. Somebody left it there. It's all outside of the fence, everything. It's just in the ground.
Yeah, and if you look over here, I mean, look at this, all these rocks over here. Shannon would probably take all those home if she could.
Yeah.
Car's not big enough. But yeah, we're in the second part of the cemetery right now, and it goes all the way down there to the main road.
Yeah, the lady at the hotel says that there's multiple places where you can just pick gemstones out of the ground. and it's just like this.
Yeah.
Just crystal points, just picking off the ground. And she's right.
Oh, we might have to come back here just for a weekend of rock hunting or something. I'm not quite sure why Shannon blew $200 at the rock store in town. You can just come here and get it for free.
This one's looks like rose quartz. Right there. Here's a light piece of amethyst, but it looks like rose quartz to me.
So, sadly, we're probably going to be in this cemetery for the rest of the day at this point. So, I may or may not get back to you folks with an update. Depends on if I die of old age before then. Okay, so I climbed this hill across from the cemetery so that ShanChan could get a cool shot of me. And I just wanted to do a 360 of what I'm seeing up here. What a view. Alright, on to the next adventure. So this is ShanChan's stash from the cemetery.
You're taping it?
Probably over 50 pounds worth of rocks that were just lying around that she picked up. And now the trunk's full of them. Here's my hand for a comparison. Good place to go rock hunting if you're a rock hunting person.
You don't even have to go into the graveyard. It's at the outside of the graveyard. Is all
Yeah,
rocks.
up there on the top of that hill up there is where she collected about half of these. I mean, they're literally just lying around all over this area. And she's still going.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think the rest of our day is going to be shot.
No, we can go.
Okay, so this is Silver Terrace Cemetery. This is the one that's on the map and the tourist attraction for the town. It's basically at the bottom end. Over there is the road that we took to get in here that goes towards Reno. And the town is up there. You just drive down a couple of streets and head over, and then here it is. So we're gonna go poke around in here real quick. I don't think this one's gonna be as cool as the other one, but we'll take a peek. This place is open 8 to 5. Okay, so there are some guys having a blast on their dirt bikes down there. This hill has gotta be...
Jump. Flew.
I mean, that is a steep hill. And they're just flying up and down it. Looks like a grand old time if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, they're catching air when they get to the top there.
Yep.
Who says there's nothing to do in this town? Okay, so I got a pretty nice view of the cemetery from up here. There's a little bit more behind me, but I just wanted to shoot this view real quick. This one, in my opinion, isn't quite as interesting as the other one because it doesn't have that old and ancient feel to it. The people who are buried in this cemetery, they died around the same time as the other one, but this place is kept in like pristine condition. You can see the caretaker's house down there at the very end. Yeah, that little house right there. That's where the caretaker lives. And this place is kept in very, very good condition. There are no, well, hardly any gravestones that are falling apart or anything like that. Over here, another view of the town that we have not seen before. It's a lot bigger than I originally thought. We were told that only 650 people live in this town. I'm beginning to wonder if that's true. Let's see if I can get a good view here. So that's a pretty good view of the majority of the town that we've seen. You can see the church as the landmark over there. But then if you keep going down the hill, you've got all this over here. The high school, the grade school, and the middle school are all right next to each other, which is kind of funny. But I mean, I thought Klamath Falls was small. You can literally drive from one end of the town to the other in 2 minutes, something like that. And you could literally walk anywhere in this town in not too much time. So I mean, if you lived here, you really wouldn't even need a car. An electric bike would be very sufficient. But when I get back from this trip, I'm going to see how much, you know, a little one-bedroom house would cost me here. And maybe ShanChan and I'll get ourselves a little vacation home and rent it out when we're not using it. Because it's the weekend now. Today is Saturday. And our little hotel that we've been staying at is completely booked. And there's nothing going on here. It's the middle of February. And yet people are still coming to visit. So that could be a nice little investment for us, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to the end of the cemetery up this way and see if I can get another view. Okay, so this is the end of the cemetery. And it looks like we've got some kind of construction down here, like they're planning on building another big building down there, or who knows what. This is still not the end of the town. It just keeps on going over in this direction. In fact, let me find another view here because that tree's in the way, but there's another cemetery even further down. There's a pretty good view of it. Oh, this town is quite a bit bigger than originally meets the eye. And as you come down to this side over here, I'm not sure how far down this goes, but I'm not going to hike the whole thing. We got things to do. But you can see that it just keeps on going. Maybe this is all part of the same cemetery, I don't know. But if it is, it's huge. I mean, it goes all the way down there, and then all the way down there, all the way up that hill over there, and just keeps on going out of sight. And then over here, got that big building right there, which seems to be more or less the edge of town. And a couple more buildings that way. And then all these buildings over here. Still a really tiny town, but bigger than I'd originally thought. Pretty cool. I don't think ShanChan's going to want to hike this whole thing, and I don't want to either. We've got way too many other things that we want to get done today. But anyway, never get tired of looking at these amazing views, that's for sure. Photos at the end of the video. So we're outside of Pop's Country Collectibles. It's an itty-bitty little store here, but if you go inside, there's like a whole little ghost town attraction in there that goes underground and takes you out this door right over here. It's $5 a person. It's basically a walkthrough. ShanChan and I just did it. And I honestly thought it was kind of cute. It reminded me of some of the themed stuff at Enchanted Forest, but with a slightly better budget.
Yeah, it was
And
nice.
we actually got some cool photos down there too.
Yep.
So also, if you got kids, it's totally fine for kids that are probably 5 and up.
Yeah.
Something like that. Cute little attraction. I would recommend checking it out. Okay, so right next to the ghost town, there's this outhouse. And ShanChan's been wondering what this does since we got here.
For a good time, open the door.
For a good time, open the door for $1. So we're going to give it a try and see what happens.
Let's see. To-do list. Made breakfast, check. Fed the cows, check. Brushed my horses, check. Fell asleep in the outhouse, a double check. Well, Sidewinder, if you ain't got toilet paper or some of that fancy spray, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. This is awkward. Wait, I got it. How's about this? Staring contest. Ready? Go. I win. I always do. I'm Sam, by the way. Don't let the door hit you in the butt. Hey there. How's about dropping some of your gold nuggets into the slot out there? Let me out of this outhouse. I'm Sam, by the way.
Cute.
Worth $1?
Yeah, he is out of toilet paper. See?
Uh-huh. He actually is out of toilet paper.
Oh, poor guy. That was cute.
Okay, so we're at Silver Sadie's Old Time Saloon. They do old-timey photos here. Only $23. ShanChan and I get a lot of these done, and they're usually $45. So that's a pretty
and we haven't gotten them since
since
the last 3 years, so it could have gone up.
Yeah. So anyway, they had the bathtub, the steel bathtub, and ShanChan's been wanting to get that photo done for, I don't know, 8 years. It's been quite a while. So we got that done today. Want to show them the other one, or
Yep.
is it stacked? Okay. Yeah. She made me take my shirt off in front of a whole gob of people in there.
Oh, darn. I wanted him to take his pants off too, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, she wanted to do the butt shot like Duncan in season 4 and in the Highlander show, but fortunately I escaped that one by the hair on my ass. All right, moving on.
Yep.
All right, one of the last things on our list, other than trying to hit all the shops, which I think we're going to run out of time on, is this church, which is kind of like the landmark for this town, because you can see it pretty much anywhere. But supposedly there's a little museum in here, and we're going to go check it out. It's called St. Mary's in the Mountains. Built in 1868, burned in 1875, rebuilt in 1876. Pretty amazing building. For being an itty-bitty little church, this is spectacular. Even the architecture feels like we're in Paris again. Pretty amazing. Okay, so I just wanted to go over this real quick. We've got the Virginia City Outlaw performance that only happens during peak season. But you come in here, and you've got a whole little Old West town in here set up. And this is one of the things that I did want to see. So this is just one more reason to come back later. We'd obviously sit on the bleachers there and watch the performance here. Not going on right now, but hopefully on our next visit. All right, so we are inside the Palace Saloon for our final dinner here in Virginia City before we leave tomorrow. I got me a turkey sandwich, and this thing is freaking huge. What'd you get, dear?
It's like the grilled cheese BLT burger.
And it's also freaking huge. Both these were around $16, $17. Shan's milkshake over there has alcohol in it, so it was $13. And I ordered one that was, I think, $7. So this is the most expensive meal we've had since we got here, but it's also a lot of freaking food. How's the sandwich?
Oh, so good. This is really, really good.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to eat. Now it does close early. This place closes at 6. So if you're gonna...
This tastes like a mix between grilled cheese sandwich, a BLT, and a burger, all rolled into one. It's so good.
And what's that one called again?
It's the grilled cheese BLT.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even tasted mine yet, but I can tell you that I would eat here again as long as the food is halfway decent, which obviously Shannon says it is. But considering what you're paying at the other places around here that we've seen, this is a pretty good deal. But you're going to have to stop what you're doing a little bit earlier in the day if you want to eat here, because they close early like just about everything else around here. Anyway, going to be heading home in the morning. I'm hoping to shoot a little bit of video of some of the gorgeous landscapes on the way home. So stay tuned for that. All right, so ShanChan wanted to do a quick review of Larry's Gourmet Coffee. For reference, the hat maker's right over there. So basically right across the street from home. We went in there earlier today. ShanChan got some coffee from there yesterday, and she wanted to do a quick review on it.
Yes, and it was a, what was it? I think it was cinnamon caramel white mocha.
One of their signature coffees.
One of their signature coffees, and it was delicious. It was really, really good. So I really recommend.
Yeah, the view from the window was fantastic.
Oh
too.
yeah,
one of the best in town.
Yes.
So if you're a coffee person, you might want to go in there and check it out.